Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to day 33 of the Empowered Revolution Roadshow, the Dream Life 111-day challenge, the first day of the rest of your life. And I'm proud to say I'm on day 6 of no diet soda or caffeine of any sort. And my body's finally getting used to that now, so that's kind of good. I have a bit of a cold, so I apologize for my voice. My throat's been scratchy, and when you're on the phones 8 hours a day, it kind of gets to you for a while. So that's why there was no video yesterday. So worked out today for the first time in a very long time, and it feels really good. I think that knowing that you have a game plan and what you're trying to do and trying to accomplish and have that set in stone helps a lot of that. So body hurts a little bit, but as I told my wife, that it hurts, but she asked me if I was dying. I said no, I'm feeling alive because I'm in pain. So if I was dead, I would feel no pain. So it's good. So had a hard time sleeping last night. I was up till probably 3:30. So I had to make a game plan for that. So I came up with some things. So today's message is all about balancing and pre-planning your day. So I've come up with a couple of things that I think we've all heard before in any kind of classes you take for time management or whatever, or sales or whatever. So starting today, I'm going to make sure I write down before I go to bed at night, write down what I need to do the next day, so I'm not thinking about it. Write down what I need to do, what I might need to do to accomplish that, if I need to call somebody or what have you, and then do a little mini prioritization there. I say mini one because I think in the morning when you get up, you want to go over that list again, and that's when you need to really prioritize things. And then we need to compartmentalize things. So I have, a lot going on in my life. I have, my 9-to-5 job, so I do that. I wish it was 9 to 5, but my everyday job I have to do. I have my nonprofit that I'm running, trying to get up and going. I have my family obligations, obviously. I have my Dream Lifers I'm trying to work with. I have my blog I'm working on, and on top of all that, I do have softball commitments too, because I coach 3 teams. I'm on a couple committees, so there's a lot going on there. So really need to learn how to balance that. A good friend of mine, Kelly Concy, posted something today about that, about putting a lot of that beep is I need gas, by the way, so that's on my list of things to do today. Putting all your eggs in one basket, but put a lot of your eggs in a few baskets. And what we talked about is, you can have multiple projects, because if one of them is stagnant for a moment, if you're waiting for something, waiting on someone else to help with the project, you can work on something else at the time. But make sure you're giving equal time, or at least equal energy. Some things will take longer than others, so I don't want to say equal time, but you need to give equal energy to everything you're doing. And if it's too much, you need to reassess what you're doing and make sure you're not overextending yourself, and cut things out if you have to. And that's probably going to be the hardest thing to do, because you want to do everything at once, but you need to prioritize, make sure that you're doing things that's good for you and those around you. And as I always said, you come first, your family comes second, and then everybody else can prioritize everything you want to. But those are the top 2 that never change. Some of you will say, well, my God comes first, religion comes first. But that's fine if that's what you want to believe in. But remember that ultimately, if you're not taking care of you can't take care of anybody else. Just like in an airplane, oxygen thing falls down, they say put it on you before you put it on your kids. So make sure you're taking care of you, because you're the most important person in your life. Because without you, the rest of your family that you're taking care of would be at a loss without you. So yeah, I wrote down a to-do list, and I stopped at 61 items I had to do between all the things. And my list last night was get it all out there, so it's not in my head anymore. And today's goal is to transport that, take it from a piece of paper I have into a spreadsheet or a calendar. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet, or just organize on a piece of paper better, but categorize it to, you know, personal development for my family, for my job, you know, nonprofit, softball, whatever it is. Get those set up into different categories, prioritize them within the category. So obviously, if I need to do something in the category first, I'll do that first, and then ultimately prioritize overall. So for a sports analogy, you don't have your top 10 players on a team, then you got to pick your top 10 players in the whole league. So I'm going to prioritize them, 1 through 10. I don't know if it's, I have 61, I have 6 categories, I think. So I have personal development, family, work, PS4YA, dream life, and softball. I have 6 categories. There might be a 7th one, a miscellaneous, I don't know yet. But anyway, so I have 6 categories. There might not be 10 per, but I have 61 altogether. A lot of it is personal development and family. I think those are most important. So, because if I'm not developing myself, I can't help other people. So, but yeah, I'm going to organize that. If I find a super duper way, I'll share it. If any of you have a great way to organize that, that'd be great. I've heard of spreadsheets, I've heard of calendars, I've heard of Microsoft OneNote is a good way of doing it. But I'm open to suggestions, so if anybody want to get suggestions, that'd be great. But I think it's key to a couple things I put down. I also did a goal list. I forgot about that. A goal list. Short-term and long-term. And one of the things I want to do every day is meditate. I think I haven't decided if I want to do it's one of those chicken or egg thing, right? So I don't know if I want to do meditate and then write my to-do list down, or write my to-do list down and meditate about it. I think the latter. I'm going to write my list down, meditate about it, so I can feel good about it, and then also cleanse my body and my mind and say, okay, I'm done with that for now. I'll deal with it after my sleep. And I think I need to meditate twice a day. I think morning and night, right before you go to bed, and almost first thing when you wake up, just to get your mind straight for the day. So I want to start reading more. And I get caught up in it too with this day and age. I get caught up in electronics, YouTube and Facebook, and while my YouTube's not consistent of little cats playing with each other or whatever it is throughout the day, it's more of stuff that I can learn from, or my conspiracy theories. I think that I need to step back and do more personal development of stuff. So I found some things I can watch. I found a couple of meditation ones, just like an ocean breeze and waves crashing, to sit there and meditate while I do that. So, and I think I need to get back to actually reading a book, and not on an e-reader, electronic, an actual book. I'm a book fanatic. I love the feel, I love the smell of books. I collect books, but that's for another day. So anyway, yeah. So back to today's lesson and my challenge to everybody else. Carve out 5, 10, 15, 30 minutes, whatever it is you feel you can do, twice a day of meditating and also planning. So if you're going to meditate for 10 minutes, I've planned for 10 minutes. I would back to back, mirror them a little bit. So I would challenge everybody to find time to meditate twice a day, and then plan twice a day with your calendar. If you're married, or you have kids, or both, or other people involved, if you're running a business, you might need to have other people involved with that planning. So when I do my calendar or my planning, I'm going to talk to my wife to see if there's anything she needs me to do. Because I did the 61 to-do list yesterday. That was just my list of things. I'm sure there's things in there she wants me to do. I tried to guess on some of the things that she did. There's some manly construction things in the house I got to do, so I'll work on those. But I got to make sure there's nothing else I need to do. So, and I'm sitting here talking, and I realized in the conversation of 10 minutes that there's 3 things on my list that I did not put down that I got to do today. So, find a way to be constantly writing that down. my old boss at T-Mobile, he just had a notebook that he wrote down every day, and you know, he did write down all his to-do lists, and he'd A, B, C it. You know, A is priority, B is got to do it right away, and C can wait. But you got to find what works for you. So anyway, my challenge for the day is really find time for yourself to meditate and to plan your days. I think that'll help with a lot of people who don't sleep because it gets it out of your mind. And it didn't help me last night because I thought of other things. So last night was just one of those anomalies. But every time I had a thought, I would write it down. I had a pad of paper next to the bed, and I'd write down what so I could go back to it later and I wouldn't forget it. So anyway, have a great Friday, great day 33, and I'm looking forward to feedback and some ideas on how to plan better. So good luck to everybody. Have a beautiful day, love and light, and enjoy your day. Thanks.